अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। लास्ट टाइम जो है हम बात कर रहे थे कि कैसे जब डिमांड और सप्लाई कर्व जो है वो इंटरेक्ट करते हैं तो मार्केट जो है वो इक्विलिब्रियम में होती है। सबसे पहले हमने डिमांड को डिस्कस किया कि व्हाट इफ डिमांड व्हाट इफ लॉ ऑफ डिमांड, व्हाट इज हाउ इज डिमांड कर्व derived with the help of a schedule and a diagram. We defined demand, law of demand, then we explained law of demand with the help of a schedule and a diagram. Then we studied what are the shift factors or determinants of demand. We studied movement along the demand curve, shift of the demand curve. Then we moved to supply side. We defined what is supply, what is law of supply. We explained law of supply with the help of a diagram and schedule. We study what is meant by movement along the supply curve, what factors are responsible for the shift in supply curve. Now we are in a position to combine both the supply and demand curves, and we initially defined market. Market is a place where buying and selling take place. So buying is represented by demand curve, supply side is supply represents selling. Selling is represented by supply curve. Market is in equilibrium where quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied. So where both the demand and supply curve intersect each other, at that point market is in equilibrium. Figure 3.12 explains market equilibrium. What is equilibrium? Equilibrium is a situation there is no tendency for change. So when quantity demand is equal to quantity supplied, this is that point where both the curve intersect each other. This is equilibrium point. So at equilibrium point, the relevant price is P steric, the relevant quantity is Q steric. So P steric is known as equilibrium price, Q steric is known as equilibrium quantity. What is equilibrium price? Equilibrium price is that price where quantity demanded of a good or service is equal to supply of that good or service. What is equilibrium quantity? Equilibrium quantity is that amount of a good or service that buyers are willing to purchase and sellers are willing to supply at particular price. So for example, when price is P steric, this much is the amount of a good or service that buyers are willing to purchase and as represented by this point on demand curve, and sellers are willing to sell as represented by this point lying on supply curve. As this point where both the curve intersect each other lies on both demand and supply curve, so this is common point that shows equality between quantity demanded and quantity supplied. We discussed this in last class too. So whenever price increases from P steric or price decreases from P steric, there will be disequilibrium situation. So market is in disequilibrium when quantity demanded is not equal to quantity supplied. When does it happen? This happens when price increases above P steric, for example, this side to any level above P steric, for example, at this point. So what will happen if price increases from P steric? We know when price increases, quantity demanded decreases. We also know from law of supply when price increases, quantity supplied increases. So at any price higher than P steric, quantity demand will decrease. That is, buyers will be willing to purchase low amount of a good or service. However, at any price above P steric, producers will be willing to sell more things. So there will be some sort of mismatch. This mismatch between demand and supply, this mismatch between quantity demanded and quantity supplied is known as excess supply. So when price is above P steric, there is a gap between demand and supply in market. This gap is known as excess supply. Similarly, at any price below P steric, there is also some sort of gap. But this time, price have decreased from P steric to P to, for example, at this point. So when price decreases according to law of demand, quantity demanded increases. So quantity demanded will be equal to this much amount at this price, for example. We also know from law of supply when price decreases, quantity supply decreases. So quantity supplied will be equal to a point on supply curve. So there is some sort of difference between demand and supply equal to this much. For example, if we draw a line here, for equal demand is equal to this much amount and supply is equal to this much amount. So there is some sort of gap. This gap is known as excess demand. Excess demand is also known as shortage. Excess supply is also known as surplus. So when price increases above P steric, there will be either excess supply or excess demand. There will be either shortage or surplus. This shortage or surplus is known as disequilibrium in the market. We are now interested to study different changes in demand and supply due to which there will be an effect on equilibrium price or equilibrium quantity. So specifically, we are interested to know what are different changes in supply and demand that cause change either in equilibrium price or equilibrium quantity. So there are different possibilities. Let's discuss what are those possibilities and then we will be studying them one by one. For example, demand shifts. We know when demand curve, we know when there is a change in any factor other than own price, demand curve shifts leftward or rightward. So when quantity demanded decreases, not due to change in own price, rather change in any other factor, for example, income of the consumer, taste, population size, prices of substitutes, prices of complements, etc. When quantity demanded decreases due to change in other factors, demand curve shifts leftward. So this is known as decrease in demand. When quantity demanded increases due to any other factor, not due to on price, rather due to any other factor, this is known as increase in demand, and as a result of increase in demand, demand curve shifts rightward. So what happens when demand curve shifts leftward or rightward? This situation is known as in figure 3.15. Let's say this is the situation. There is initial equilibrium where initial demand curve DD and initial supply curve SS intersect each other. This is point E. E is to show equilibrium point, equilibrium of this market. So Q1 is equilibrium quantity, P1 is equilibrium price. So what happens now? Now demand increases. So there is a change in demand or supply, either decrease in demand or increase in demand, or increase in supply or decrease in supply. Both demand and supply increase, both demand and supply decrease, and there are different possibilities actually. So this is the case of increase in demand. So what are possible changes? These are possible changes. When supply and demand changes, what is the impact of change in supply or demand or on both demand and supply on equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity? So figure 3.15 is basically showing this situation. First case, demand shifts only, there is only change in demand curve. Demand curve has shifted rightward, that shows increase in demand. Why demand curve has shifted rightward? We know when quantity demanded has increased, not due to own price, rather due to any other factor like increase in consumer income, increase in fashion, taste, liking, disliking, weather, population size, etc. Demand curve shifts rightward. So now new demand curve D dash D dash and unchanged supply curve intersect each other at point E dash. So E dash is a new equilibrium point where price has increased from P1 to P2 and quantity demanded has increased from Q1 to Q2. Rather we should say equilibrium quantity has increased from Q1 to Q2. So this is how equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity change as a result of increase in demand. So answer is, what are the effects? There are two effects. One is price increases from P1 to P2. Equilibrium quantity increases from Q1 to Q2. Similarly, second possibility is the demand shifts, but now there is decrease in demand. So this means demand shifts leftward. We can draw this in another graph, or even we can use this same figure 3.15. So now what we will say, we can say d dash as the initial demand curve and d as the new demand curve. But to avoid any confusion, I would like to draw these curves again. Now we want to analyze the effect of decrease in demand on equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. So this is the situation. We will always start with initial situation and then we will be studying the effect. So we know price on vertical axis, quantity on horizontal axis. So this is initial demand curve. This is initial supply curve. Supply curve is positively sloped, demand curve is negatively sloped. So let's mark, label demand and supply curve. So initial demand curve is D, initial supply curve is S, both the curve intersect each other at point E. So this is initial situation where P1 is equilibrium price and Q1 is equilibrium quantity. P1 initial price, Q1 initial equilibrium quantity. This is the initial situation. Now what happens? Demand decreases due to any factor other than on price. For example, जैसे हमने एग्जांपल ली थी कि आपकी पॉकेट मनी जो है पहले से कम हो गई, आपकी परचेजिंग पावर कम हो जाएगी, तो जितनी जो चीज़ें पहले आप रूटीन में परचेज करते थे अब आप उससे कम जो है चीज़ें परचेज कर सकेंगे। इवन जो चीज़ें आप परचेज करते थे उनकी अपने प्राइस में कोई चेंज नहीं आई। वह ये है कि आपकी पॉकेट मनी 100 रुपीज़ से कम होकर 50 रुपीज़ हो गई है, कोक की प्राइस भी वही है, बर्गर की प्राइस भी वही है, या जो चीज़ें भी आप रूटीन में परचेज करते हैं, सिंपल आपकी पॉकेट मनी के कम होने से, कंज्यूमर की इनकम के कम होने से आप कंज्यूमर पहले से कम चीज़ें परचेज कर सकता है। सो डिमांड कर्व विल शिफ्ट लेफ्टवर्ड. So let's say this is the new demand curve, D dash D dash. Or D1 D1. So now unchanged demand curve and unchanged supply curve and new demand curve intersect each other at this point. So what happens? There is decrease in demand, so demand curve shifts leftward. New equilibrium point is this point where new demand curve D dash intersects supply curve. So let's label this new curve as E1. This is new equilibrium point. This is basically this point where both the new curve intersect each other. So what is the new situation? New situation is that equilibrium quantity has decreased from Q1 to Q2 and equilibrium price has also decreased from P1 to P2. This is the situation. Let's label new quantity as Q2 and new price as P2. So what is the result? Result is price decreases from price decreases from P1 to P2, and equilibrium quantity also decreases from Q1 to Q2. So this is the effect of decrease in demand on equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. So this graph shows new situation in market where demand have decreased but there is no change in supply. So these are two of many possibilities we are studying. So when demand shifts, that is when demand decreases, what is its impact on price and equilibrium quantity. So we can write the result here. What is the result? The result is decrease in both equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. What is the result in first case when demand increased? So here we know from figure 3.15, what was the impact of increase in demand? Equilibrium price increased from P1 to P2, equilibrium quantity increased from Q1 to Q1 to Q2, because new equilibrium point is to the right of initial equilibrium point. So we can write the earlier result as increase in both equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Next is, now we will assume that there is no change in demand but only changes in supply. There are two cases. One is when supply increases, other is when supply decreases. So we can analyze this situation with the help of a diagram. We continue this discussion in next session.